friends, it's Sydney from Sid Plans It Out. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Today it's planner lineup time, and I have a lot of things here. It's funny because this is way more planners than I thought it was, and it's really not more planners than I'm using this year, but it feels like a lot of planners. But I'll explain kind of how it doesn't feel like as many planners during the year once we get more into this. So, oh boy, where do I start? Where do I start? Let's start with these, because these are not like, I mean, they're planners, but like not really. And then we'll move on from there. Okay. So, first thing in my lineup are going to be these Moxie Life Companion Notebooks. So it comes in a set of 4, and then this is like the beginning of the year. So this is like where you put your annual goals, and then I believe there's a page for, a vision board, and then just some tips on goal setting, some kind of like how-tos. There's a compass assessment to start your year. Just a lot of, so this is more like an informational booklet, and then it should have, I would think, and then this page, which I usually refer to when I'm making my monthly goals. So there's this book, which is just, like I said, it's like the instructions, quote unquote instructions kind of book, you know. And then we have 4 books, so 1 per quarter. And these all have, so they have enough for a quarter of the year. So that should be 3 months if I can do math. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 quarters, or 3 quarters, 3 months. So enough for the quarter, and then you have a quarterly assessment and then some note pages in the back. So 4 of those. I think I'm going to start with this one because it says just begin again and again. And I feel like that's a good one for the beginning of the year. So that's the first part of my lineup, is goal setting. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out where I want to like put things when I'm done with them. All right. The next thing, I think I briefly showed this in a video, but this is going to be my reading notebook for the year, my reading journal, reading notebook, whatever you want to call it. And so far it doesn't have that much setup in it. I have the cover page with a 100 book tracker that I drew, and then the first tab is the month. So I drew just like a little calendar, and I'll put like, I'm thinking I'm probably gonna put like a mark in like green if I started a book, and red if I finished a book. And then I'm thinking these things down here. So my favorite read of the month, the fastest, like the book that I read the fastest, my goal amount of books, the actual amount of books I read, how many days I read, and pages read. So that's the goal there. And then on the back, I'll write the titles of all of the books that I read throughout the month. And then let me go back to this page. So for this, instead of writing the books in here, because these are really little, I just drew these little squares at the bottom, and for every month I'll pick a color and color in the square, and then like we'll say maybe I make this blue for January. Every book that I finish in January, I'll color it in with this color, and then I'll be able to look back and be like, oh, look at all those books I read in January, or all those books I didn't read. This second section, I think, is where I'm going to do book reviews. So like this section will have all the books that I read during that month, and then this will be how I felt about the books, like reviews on the books. And then I don't know what I'm going to use this third section for yet. I might not use it. I was thinking to be read lists, but like I'm not very good at making those. I kind of just go to the library or open my Kindle and like go to the Kindle store and just see what's there and read those. I don't really like, I don't know. I don't really go about it that way, I guess. I could also put like reading challenges back there, maybe like some sort of a bingo or like you know, something like that. So I'm not 100% sure what's gonna go back there yet, but that's the plan for this notebook. And this notebook I got at Joann. It was like super on sale, and I like it because obviously it's like a reading book, like, you know, it has a reading theme to it. And I thought this paper was kind of fun. It's not like super over the top and decorated, but like just a little bit. And then I liked the rainbow discs, and it's kind of like what drove the theme here for these pages. So we have goal setting and reading. Next, let's do the things that we're just going to continue with, things that kind of aren't changing, I guess. All right. So I have this dashboard planner that I bought, I want to say in like May or something like that, because it's an 18-month planner. And I started using it for social media, and then I like fell off of using it, and I found in the last, I don't know, like month or so that I really need this. Like, it really will help me to figure out my life. So I'm going to use this again. There's not going to be any setup that I need to do with this planner because it's already set up. I'll just take out November and December and start with January. And I'm probably just going to leave all of these in here. Like, currently it has, let's see, it runs through December. Yeah. So it currently has 14 months in here, and it's really not like thick. I mean, I know once I start adding more stickers, it will be thick, but that's fine. And then in the back, I just have a divider that has just some notebook paper. So this one's already set up. It's been set up. I really like this cover with these discs. So I'm just going to leave this one how it is. But yeah, so a dashboard for social media. And because I bought this, whoops, hello. Because I bought this as it like it's an 18-month planner, it's still going to have the 4 quadrants instead of the like the new layout that has like the big long list here. But either one of those really would be fine with me because I usually don't use all 4 of these anyway. I usually decorate one of them, but there was no reason, there was no logic behind going out and buying a new dashboard planner when I literally have an entire year of dashboard planner right here. So this one's set up and ready to go. So that's for social media. So far we have goal setting, reading, and social media. Let's see. The next thing is the budget planner. So this is the budget planner that the Happy Planner came out with in the fall release, I'm pretty sure. And so it starts in January. It's just their basic layout, which I don't know. It's not like anything fancy, but it's also like it works for how I'm using it for the most part. So yeah, I mean, there might be like some tweaks and additions and things throughout the year, but pretty much this is what I'm going to use. I will have a setup video for this. It might not be a very long video, but I do have some pages that I want to, sorry, I'm like trying to avoid the glare from the cover. I do have some pages that I want to add in here. And then obviously I want to change the discs. But besides that, like this planner is pretty much good. So, and then obviously like I want to put my name in here and all that good stuff, but I'm not like, I don't think there's going to be a ton of setup with this, but also I'm not sure. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this one in its own setup video. This cover is already scratched to heck. That's a little bit sad. Maybe I'll put a different cover on it, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just put like I have this. I could put this on here because I'm probably not going to be using this for any of my other planners. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see when we get there. But that's so my budget planner. Pretty straightforward there. The next planner that I have, I bought this 18-month faith planner in, I don't know, September. I think it was September. Did I use any of August? Yeah, so in September I bought this. Ooh, the inside of this cover is really pretty. I honestly didn't even notice, but that's fine. But yeah, so I've been using this since September, and it's an 18-month planner. There's nothing that's going to be different about the faith layouts. This is the faith layout from the Happy Planner. There's nothing that they changed, or at least that I've seen that they changed. So I'm just going to keep using this one. It's working for me and I like it. I also think it's really pretty. It's very it's very soothing. I think that's what it is. That's why I like it. Like, this is gorgeous. But yeah, so faith planner. And this planner is going to be Frankenplanned together with this monthly layout that I use for wellness. So I went ahead and bought this monthly layouts from the fall release. I think this is, I don't remember what this was called. Colorful Animal, maybe? It might have been what this was called. But it's super pretty and it's bright and I love it. Like, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Look at how beautiful it is. But I also really like this because look at just like how clean this looks. Because there's not like the big black box over here and like this isn't grayed out. Like, it's just, it's very clean. I really like it. The monthly pages are the same. I think this actually is different because it used to be like massive. Like in my current one, it's really big. But in this planner, it's a little bit smaller. And this isn't blacked out, which is really nice. It's just like a little bit of words instead of like a big black bar. So I like it. And I like just, I really love the dividers. They're so pretty. They're very much my vibe. So I like it. So these two are going to be Frankenplanned together with, I don't know, one of my hard covers probably, or my like, you know, not these covers. I'm thinking the like orangish one with the copper discs because I really like those discs and I think they look really good with that cover, and I really like that cover because it's kind of like orange. It's, I think the color is called like peach, but it's like orange. So I'm gonna Frankenplan these together. I think I'm going to use this cover page because I really like it and it like says 2023 on it. And then, but I want this planner to be in front of this one. Like, that's just how I've been doing it. It works for me that way because I like to attempt to touch this planner first during the day. It doesn't always happen, but I like having this one in front. At least as of right now, that's what I'm thinking, is this one will probably go in front. I might change my mind when I actually go to set them up, but we'll find out. I'm also thinking I'll probably put like a quarter of the year in there. That seems logical to put a quarter. So it'd be 3 months out of each planner. I feel like that's, I mean, that's 6 months that there should be plenty of room in the planner. So these two will be Frankenplanned together as part of my like wellness. Because I really consider like touching my faith planner, like taking my 10 minutes to write in my faith planner as part of my wellness for the day, like my mental well-being. So that is my wellness planners that are not changing. So everything we've gone over so far are things that are not changing. They're things that I've been doing, things that I'm going to continue doing. Now we have two things that I'm kind of changing up. So let's start with this. So this is the big horizontal planner that I bought thinking that I was going to continue using a big horizontal for my catch-all. And I realized that as much as I really, really like decorating this planner and I love the functionality of it, I wanted to change it up for 2022, but I didn't want to get rid of this planner. However, the planner that I feel like is kind of neglected sometimes, even though I do like decorate it every week and whatnot, is my classic vertical that I've been using for creative journaling. So, like, I don't know what it is about that vertical layout. It's like sometimes it's really fun to me to decorate, and other times I'm just like, this is so boring. It looks like everything else and everyone else's. And I don't know. There was just something about it that I was like, I'm kind of over this. So I wanted to continue having a journal. So I thought, what if I use this planner as my creative journal? So I'll still get to decorate the horizontal, and I can still decorate it pretty much the same way, because like if I have blank spaces oh my gosh, words. If I have blank spaces where I would normally like put a checklist or something, I can journal in that spot. And then I'll have boxes and I can journal in those. And I just think it'll be really fun. It'll be kind of different, a different way for me to go about creative journaling, but still get to have the creative journal and also the big horizontal. So I'm really excited about it, because I'm going to be honest with you, currently my big horizontal is being a little bit rejected. Not rejected, neglected. Neglected is the word I wanted. I'm not rejecting it. I'm just slightly neglecting it. I'm going to keep using it for the rest of the year because I have it, but it's kind of repetitive right now because I've been using this. So this is, I believe the size is half letter, A5, half letter. I'm not really sure. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really know. I think it has 8 discs, so I think that's half letter, but the pages that I have are a little bit smaller than that. So I've been using this currently. Like, this is what I've been using for like 2 weeks now. Well, when this video goes up, it will have been longer than that, but I've been using it and really enjoying it. I printed out, I really have been, like, I've been going down the rabbit hole of the Hobonichi and like the Hobonichi cousin, but there's 3 things where I was like, I don't know about it. One, it's book bound. I really love disc bound. Like, I want to like book bound planners, but I just struggle with them because I like to be able to do this like throughout the day. I like to just be able to do that. And you can't do that with a book bound planner, obviously. The second thing is I wasn't sure about the paper because the Hobonichi cousin is it's that Tomoe River paper, and I just wasn't sure if I could do it because y'all know I move stickers around. I move them around, and I just wasn't sure that I could like mentally handle that paper. 2 or 3, sorry, that was 2. 3, I know how to count, I promise. It's really expensive. It's like $60, like without shipping. And granted, I could get it on Amazon, so it would not be like super expensive shipping, but like that's a lot for a planner, especially when I'm not sure if it's a planner that I would like because of the paper. I really do like the layout a lot, but I'm just not sure that I would like the paper. And I don't want to spend money on something and then dislike it like immensely. So what I did is there's this company that's based in Canada called Hemlock and Oak. I did use their daily planner at one point for wellness, like over the summer, possibly. I don't remember exactly when it was, but I was using that. And I really like their planner. It has the same layout as a Hobonichi in the sense of like it has like the hourly, like it has this layout, right? So they have on their website free printables, like of the entire planner. And I kind of feel bad because I wanted to pay for it, honestly. Like, I would have paid for it, but it was free, so I downloaded it, and that's what I'm going to use. I'm printing it out, and that's what I'm going to use. I bought I think 500 sheets of paper from Staples. It's 28-pound paper. I think it might be the bright white because this is very white paper, but I actually really like it. Yeah, so 28-pound paper from Staples, a 500 pack for like 20 bucks. So I already have discs. I have these covers from when I tried to do this at one point in the past. I honestly don't even remember when or why, but I had these covers already, which, by the way, the covers are, I think, Martha Stewart. Yeah, they're Martha Stewart, so they're from Staples. I wish they weren't pink, but I'll live with it. I can always buy another one if I want to in the future. But yeah, so this is what I'm going to be using as my catch-all. Like I said, I've been using it and I really like it. This is what the first week looked like. I just kind of like put some pen in. Also, these pages are janky because it was my first attempt and I didn't know what I was doing. So ignore that. Also, this paper is not white. It's very off-white, but it's fine. Yeah, so this is the first week. This is the second week that I used it. I really, really like it. I really like using the icons. These I might have gotten a little overboard, just a little bit, but I also really like it because it's full and I just like the way it looks. Yeah, this is next week technically when I'm filming this, but I really like this planner. I think it's gonna work out really well for me because it gives me enough room to like write things in, right? Like I wrote a lot of stuff in here without it being like overwhelming, I guess, if I don't have anything to do. Like on these days where I just worked, like I just put work and that's it. Like, you know, work. Okay, great. And then I have to-do lists at the bottom. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be using for my catch-all. And so far I'm loving it. I'm really excited about it. And currently I have everything through March. Yeah, so I have the first quarter of the year printed out in the Hemlock and Oak. And then I have back here, I'm going to have a daily section, which I've really been liking as well. I bought this. This is a Hobonichi, like more or less the exact same as a Hobonichi layout from, I don't even remember, someone on Etsy. It was like $7 and I was like, okay, because it had all four quarters of the year dated. So currently I bought the 2023 one because I was like, well, the year's almost over. So I'll buy the 2023 one. And then for right now, I'll just white things out. And then for 2022 or for 2023, I'll have everything dated. And this is where I plan to use the things from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop, those calendar stickers. I'm going to put them on here. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen a Hobonichi Cousin, but in the daily pages, there is a blank page before a new month starts. So I printed my pages out to where there would be a blank page before the month starts. And that's where I'm going to put those stickers from JoJo because I think that it'll be perfect. And I will really enjoy it. So that's my plan there. Is I kind of just like created my own Hobonichi. And the pages aren't going to be perfect because I'm hand cutting them and like printing them and whatever. But you know what? I'm okay with that because I am getting the planner that I want without sacrificing anything. Like I don't have to deal with the paper. I don't have to deal with the price of, you know, $60 to $65 for the planner, and I don't have to deal with book bound. I get a disc bound planner out of it. So yeah, that is, I'm really excited about this. I believe I have to look at my social media planner, but I'm pretty sure. So the last week of the year, the 26th, is the last week of the year. The 26th is the first week in new planners, right? It's the first week because that's when the first is. So this week, the 26th through the 1st, will be my first plan with me on my channel in this layout. And it's going to go up at the end of the month, and then my like horizontal will switch for the week of the 26th from being like I'll jump into my new horizontal and use that for journaling. So that's kind of my plan. That's my lineup. I know there's a lot of pieces, but there's not a ton of planners that I was going to say there's not a ton I'm going to be touching every day. Kind of a lie, but kind of truth. I'm not going to touch every single one of them every day. Let's go with that. That's a little bit more accurate. But I'm really excited about them. I'm excited about this lineup. I'm excited about using this planner, and I'm excited about using the horizontal, like the big horizontal for creative journaling. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be different, but I still get to use that planner and love that planner and all that good stuff. So my plan currently for planner setup videos, I believe there's going to be 3. So there'll be a wellness one where I like combine these two together and set up my big horizontal because I don't like that cover. It's not my vibe. I don't like it at all. I wish I had different dividers too, but it's fine. We're just gonna change the cover and move on. And then I'm gonna set up my budget planner, and then this planner, obviously, like I haven't really finished setting it up yet. I just printed the pages out and stuck them in here, and that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm going to do some setup type stuff in here as well. And I think that's it. So yeah, my plan is to have 3 setup videos coming your way within the next week. I think they'll all go up next week, and I'm really excited. I'm ready for 2023 and new planners. Also, I went insane and bought a lot of emojis and things for this planner. I also bought a couple Hobonichi Cousin kits because the stickers will fit in here for the most part. But I don't plan on using kits every single week, like at all. That's not my goal here. I also print and cut by hand, because I'm insane, a bunch of box stickers to fit this planner. So I don't really need kits, right? Like I'll have boxes. I have thin box, like header boxes. I have a little bit bigger boxes. I have like square boxes. So I have boxes. That was really my thing with getting kits, was like, I want boxes that are going to fit. Granted, I could cut down a bunch of boxes and make them fit, but I didn't want to have to do that either. So I just made my own boxes. But yeah, so that's my plan. I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to this new lineup. And yeah, I know this might seem like an overwhelming amount of planners for someone who's new to decorative planning, or just, you know, for someone in general. But for me, like, these 2 planners combined during a day take 15 minutes. So like the wellness planner, the monthly layout, and the faith planner, 10 minutes. The budget planner, I look at like every couple days. The goals planner, like I do my weekly reflections and my weekly actions once a week and set up monthly goals once a month. And I just look at this planner and put them into my catch-all throughout the week. And then the creative journal, if I'm like really paying attention and just like want to get it done, I can do it in 15 minutes. So that's not a big deal. And then the dashboard planner, like for social media, usually I like have it pretty much set up. I just have to write down, like, you know, spend 10 minutes. What am I going to do tomorrow? What are my tasks? And I'll put them in there. And then in the morning, I'll put everything into my daily pages. in this planner. And then the reading journal I'm not going to touch every day either, because I doubt I'm going to be finishing books every single day. So I know it seems like a lot, but I think it's going to work really well for me, and I'm really excited. And I'm going to stop rambling now, because I've definitely been rambling for the last, like, I don't know, 10 minutes. But thank you all so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoy your own planner lineup and setup video, or planner lineup and setup time of year, Lord. And I will see you guys in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate if you gave it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my videos. Bye, guys.